we don't seem to be behaving in the interests of the citizen. Whatever we do, we are always behaving in the interests of the establishment, and, if I may say so, blaming it on confidentiality. I raised the issue last week of a day-old child that was left in a neighbour's front door by a lady who also left a note and said I had to get him away from his father, otherwise he would have killed the child. Incredible. But I said, and I used some examples of where society blames the mother. She'll be dubbed a bad mother. The child will probably be taken away. I quoted the instance of my friend who took me into the wilds of Alberta, into a small town. And thank God he was well trained and understanding, and refused, despite the pleas of the police, to take children away from what he described as a loving home. Yes, it was filthy, it was dirty. It wasn't an ideal environment for the child, or for the children, but the love between the mother and the child was, to him, the most important thing. And he refused to do what the establishment wanted. I also said that this happens in this country, and that it's something we should review. Will we? No. We'll be too busy fighting the infighting, blackening everybody's character, getting on with the so-called politics, and being mature about it. Well, what's mature about fighting in the House of Commons or fighting in the local council chamber and not doing much for the citizen? I have no idea. These people live in a damn bubble, and they are not aware of what's going on outside, and they could care less, because they're full of procedure, they're full of nonsense, they're full of rubbish. Oh, they'll pull up as an example one of their constituents. Yes, makes them sound human, doesn't it? They're not. They're too busy in their own little bubble, fighting their own little battle about some obscure rule that isn't going to affect any of us. Am I being unkind? Am I being fair? I have no idea. And I really don't care, because I have to call it as I see it. And I would like to just give an example this morning of where I think society is failing us. No names, have to protect the innocent. Somebody's ill. They're stubborn. They refuse to go to the doctor. You're a friend. You call the doctor. I'm sorry, I can't discuss it. You're not a relative. But this person is, I'm sorry, patient confidentiality. We can't talk to you about it. But, no. Patient confidentiality. I call it charity. Are you a relative? No. Are you under threat? No. Sorry. Patient confidentiality. I go to the council. I ask various questions. Are you a relative? No. Client confidentiality. And ultimately, the only people who seem not to have the issue of confidentiality are the police. And they have to get involved, particularly where it comes to mental stress. They have to get involved. They don't want to. A copper says to me, we're getting the short end of the stick. Nobody else in society, all the establishment organisations, they don't want to know. So who ends up? Mr. Plot, the long arm of the law. And even then, can you please tell me what's happened? Are you a relative? No. The relatives aren't aware of what's going on. And anyway, they don't want to know. I'm a friend. Sorry. Confidentiality. We can't tell you anything. Now, there may be a good cause for something like that. It's confidentiality. I suspect that it's because they want to hide behind closed doors. These problems are problems that they want to go away. And confidentiality is as good a reason as any. It certainly doesn't help the sick. It doesn't help the lame. And it doesn't help the elderly. And I said last week, I was in a conversation and there's the council's contribution to noise pollution in the morning. Good for them. They contribute to every other damn thing except helping those people who are vulnerable. Confidentiality. It's a wonderful way to make sure that nobody has to take responsibility for anything. And when they end up banged up, that's what happens. Banged up. Because nobody wants to listen.